Tenet 8. The universe appears to be infinite. Certainly, the universe seems to be a very expansive place. We cannot see where it ends, therefore we should assume that it does not have an end. But let's just say that it does have an end. This end would probably be a boundary that is spherical in nature and would encompass and envelop the universe that we know of. I pose this question for you. What is on the other side of this hypothetical, fictitious, imagined, made-up boundary that we have envisioned? Nothing or something? Those are our only two options. If nothing exists on the other side, then how far does that nothingness extend? If something exists on the other side of this universal border, then what is it? Really, we've already answered our own question. If there is a boundary, then there is more to be discovered on the other side, whether it be something or nothing. Either way, there is a continuance of what we understand to be our universe or another universe. There may be an infinite number of universes. All that we can see is space with no end. Until we find an end, we may attempt to find comfort in the apparent truth that there is not an end, and that we live in a place with no borders. I'm sorry to interject while I'm editing, but this seems so much more interesting than some other philosophies and belief systems. The universe that we have come to discover is riddled with billions of galaxies like our own Milky Way, and they are in various stages of development. As you came to understand earlier, unless you're skipping around, by the time we see these galaxies with our Hubble telescopes, everyone should have a Hubble book on their coffee tables, those galaxies are millions and billions of years further in their development than what we are seeing, and may not even be in existence anymore. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is about 4.6 billion years old, just like our solar system and our star, the Sun. Do you find it odd that our galaxies have names, but our sun and moon do not? We live in a universe that we cannot see the edge of. There is no reason for us to think that there is an edge. For us to think that there is not an edge is for us to believe that we live in an infinite universe until we discover otherwise, which we just might if we stick around long enough. Why should we be aware of this? Your knowledge and awareness of where you live, I have observed, seems to be rooted in some small nook on this planet where you live out the drama of your life, unaware that you live in an infinite universe. Our planet is one of trillions upon trillions of planets that we have some difficulty seeing, let alone getting to. Realizing that you are on a planet, you must also realize that this planet has a life cycle of its own. The Earth's existence is convergent with the life cycle of our sun. The way that our star will develop will eventually envelop the Earth. Every star has a lifespan and life cycles that they go through. I would love for our children's children to see this event from very far away. If you do not believe this, then please change your mind now, or go out and find out for yourself. That event is at least 2 billion years away. We have only been here for a fraction of that time. If we do not come together and find a new home, then we will end our human existence here, and the apparently infinite universe will continue without us. One of the questions I pose to you for your life is, do you wish to stay and die here as a human race? Or do we put our heads together, which many of us are doing, and figure out how we can continue to exist in this universe on another planet or moon? Europa, a moon of Jupiter, is probably teeming with life under its icy shell. Water is a very simple compound for the universe to synthesize, as is life. Life is most likely all over the universe. If and when it gets here, I think it will be very apparent. We have thousands of satellites and telescopes orbiting this planet all the time. It is very difficult for anything to sneak in and make a crop circle. If they are here, then they are here. I will believe it when I see it or hear about it in some realistic way from a reliable source. Until then, judgment is reserved. All that we have created regarding visits and such is very secretive and unsubstantiated by our planet's various governing bodies. Do not fear the lives that are not of this planet. I will say, if others come from other places, then they will probably like Earth if we have not completely screwed it up. But of course, I digress. The universe is almost unthinkably vast, and we, in comparison, are quite thinkably small and ignorant to the universe as a human race. We, like all other life in the universe, are universal organisms lucky to exist at all in an apparently infinite universe. You may see how vast the universe is by simply closing your eyes, the eyes of the universe. I say all of this in an effort to bring us together as universal energetic beings. I am sorry that I have come to understand that most humans are very afraid of infinity. When other belief systems were created, humans felt it necessary to fear something. Well, here you go. Infinite space is where we are. If it is not infinite, then I must say the universe is big enough to humble us when we become aware of it like you just did. We are not as great as we have built ourselves up to be. We simply exist on a planet. Please look at what we have done with our ignorance and all that we have done to each other out of ignorance for no apparent reason. I have a way of grounding myself from time to time that may work for you. It's called looking at the Earth from the moon. You see the beautiful blue until you zoom in to see the red of bloodshed of innocent people in the name of false beliefs and the absence of understanding that we are all in the same position as stated above and later.